what's a little bit about your background? Where are you from? What have you done? Give
Yep,
everybody a little
sure,
background.
sure. So I'm from Sydney, Australia originally. I've been living in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for 17 years. Moved up here and didn't go back, basically, for work. Um, I'm an electrician by trade. I used to refit Navy submarines for the Australian Navy. Following that, I moved to a company called Osborne Computers. That was one of the first clone PC manufacturers to take on IBM and HP. And then from there, I moved to a company that specialized in the first mobile data GPS tracking systems. And then from there, moved to a company called Logica, which was the first provider of SMS services, then prepaid services and mobile internet services. And then from there, moved to a company called IBM.
I've heard of that.
And yeah, and it was actually a company that they bought when I just joined them, which specialized in automated compensation and territory management solutions. Because a lot of compensation, particularly in large companies, and particularly in the US with insurance firms and that sort of thing, use Excel spreadsheets, which require a lot of manual manipulation and also takes a lot of time for people to actually follow up on whether the commissions were paid correctly. From there, I moved to a company called Epix, and we specialize with our own billing platforms and we're a partner with SAP Hybris for e-commerce and commerce. So one of the key things we did was a trial in Thailand with Power Energy Authority, where we used our billing platform and the SAP Hybris platform to allow people to pay for their electricity bills using their prepaid mobile phone.
That's nice.
Then from there, I started my own consulting business, and I did some consulting work for a company called Wise Financial Services as they relaunched and moved into the region. And then got into AI and came across what was going on in the crypto world and saw the benefits that AI had as a tool when used correctly can really benefit us. And that's where I am today. So basically, I've been at the forefront of pretty much most technology innovations for my entire career.
I like it. Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's been a pleasure getting to know you. I appreciate you for jumping on our Zooms. Definitely, guys, get on tomorrow at the corporate Zoom, 9 o'clock Eastern time, same time that we did tonight, but we're going to use their link to get on. And Lee, a couple questions. So how does this AI bot work? Is it, are you actually trading? Or are we just guessing you're trading, or is there a bot? What does it do? I'm just throwing that out there, playing devil's advocate.
Sure. It is a real bot. So you're not seeing recording. So I've watched the bot live, and it's one of the things we're looking at bringing into the platform as well in the back office, so you guys can actually start seeing it trading live as well. I've actually watched it myself, and I've seen it do 1,000 trades and in 4 seconds simultaneously make 8 cents off each trade. Simultaneous.
Have you seen it like correct itself or go like
Yep.
do them going down, trades going up?
Yep, we have. So one of the things it does as well is we don't pool the funds either. It looks at multiple crypto asset classes across multiple geographies and markets, and doesn't just put it into one trade. So it will use obviously the funds that are there based on the trends that it's picked up on. It will make those trades.
I like it, man. Okay, that's pretty phenomenal. Another question that I get is, where are you guys certified out of, and why are you certified out of where you're certified?
So what I did was we had a look, because rather than try and a lot of countries are different. Rather than try and go for each country, we registered in Singapore, which is one of the key financial hubs in Southeast Asia. And one of the reasons we did that is because we're going for Monetary Authority of Singapore trading licensing, which gives us automatically reciprocal recognition in Canada, US, UK, Western Europe, Southeast Asia, and ANZ. So it just made sense to do that once, and then it will make it easier as the business grows and expands to use that as the base or the platform in other countries.
I like it. And is this a certification that people can kind of see? And
yeah, it's on our website.
It's on the website as well, everybody, but you can scan this QR code down here. So man, so do you have plans? Because a lot of people struggle with trying to find crypto. Do you have plans to make it? Are you working on any way for us to maybe buy crypto from Investable AI?
Yes, but it's not in the immediate future at the moment. We're focused on making sure that the platform is delivering what it needs to deliver as we fine tune it. But yeah, it is a question I get asked a lot now. And it makes sense given we've got an exchange and a P2P service that we look at a fiat service as well. But we've got to make sure, because that's a lot more legal issues,
Right.
from that perspective. So we've got to make sure that we cover that.
So this Zoom is at 200 something people, and there's some people that have major influence here. And we've already grown a lot. We've grew a lot. Is it going to implode? Is the site going to work? Did you test it before?
Yes, we did. We tested it for 7 months and we pushed it to 1.3 billion transactions. And it was delivering the results that we were looking for. But the thing that was missing is it needed to go out into the real world, basically. So here's the baby. Okay, let's put it out there now so it can start learning and growing. Because otherwise, if we kept it in a test environment without getting people on, because the more people that come on, the faster it starts to learn and the more trends it picks up and becomes more efficient. And that's the whole point of AI and the machine learning language at the end of the day.
Yeah. Did you guys buy your bot? Or
No,
did you develop it? You developed it? Okay.
So,
Did you?
Yeah. So I mean, Python is what most people, if you're in that space, know about. And of course, there are some core elements, but we did it ourselves because what's the point in just buying a bot? Because a lot of the other bots that are out there still require a lot of manual input, which is too objective. The only manual input we've got with this bot at the moment is we've longed Bitcoin to 34K. That's the only manual input we've put in.
All right. So there's people monitoring it. Is there stop losses on it so it doesn't liquidate what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
So we do have a look at it. We do obviously make sure as it's growing and learning. But again, we don't pool the resources or the liquidity and do one trade with everything. We spread it.
Did you test this bot out for a while before?
7 months.
7 months before starting?
Yep.
Wow. And do you know how many current transactions have been done through the back office by chance?
No, I don't know that one at the moment. All I know is that since we launched on the 7th of June, I think we're just over 9,000 registered members and just over 3,000 active investors in those members.
So what are you doing to try to protect the platform for any fraud or anything like that?
So there's two things. We've got, obviously, as you mentioned earlier, the two-factor authentication. We've also got the I can't remember the names now. I'm not that technical, but we've got the security and firewalls in place. I'm going to remember that one. But the other thing as well is what we did pick up, because we've got a team in the back office, we were picking up some fraudulent activity, which is why we started to curb P2P and other areas to make sure that we were protecting the liquidity of the company. And the other thing as well is we make sure everybody knows what is going on. So, for example, I'm sure everybody on this call knows that crypto had a bit of a nosedive over the last 2 weeks. So even though we keep trading, and that's one of the things that we looked at as well, that hit the sweet spot, 25 business days, we still trade on Saturday and Sunday, which helps us smooth the whole process out. So otherwise, how can we sit there and just guarantee 2% each day? So it helps us as well as a company, because we need to make sure that we're making money as well. And it also makes sure that we smooth out any of the losses that occur through the week on those 5 days. And so far it is delivering. So, I mean, I just looked at my account today and I saw we pretty much say 2% on 3. So I think I got $60.03.
There you go.
So it works. And I know there's a lot of people that have made their money. I know probably the best stories are, you know, how some people, it's just changed their lives in less than 3 months. You know, they've been able to pay off their debts, pay for their kids' schooling. I know there's at least half a dozen people it's helped their relationships as well. And for me, that last part is the best part. Of course, we've got money. Everybody's got, you know, we need the money. It makes itself. But, you know, when you hear stories that it's helped people's relationship, it means we're on the right path. We've done something right.
Yeah, I mean, money is great, especially when you use it for things that matter most. And man, so I would guess that's about all the questions that I have personally. If you guys want to raise your hand, I'll pick the first 3 and that's it. So you will need to hurry up and raise your hand because we're going on an hour here. And I'll pick the first 3 people that raise their hand for some questions. Steve Johnson, you're the first.
Wow, I'm finally first at something.
Hey, you're not first, you're last. Demetrius.
No, I just had a question regarding putting the bot in the back office. Are you concerned about if you put it live? Are you concerned about anybody copy trading it? And if so, are you able just to maybe put it or just a couple of minutes time delayed, maybe 10, 20 minutes time delayed, something like that?
Yeah, that's why it's on there. So basically, we want to make sure that at the moment the base of the platform is strong. You know, because we're still obviously ironing kinks out of it and getting feedback on what to do. So once that's set, then we start to add more features, and because we want to make sure it's solid before we let people put their fingers in.
Makes sense. I'm going to mute. Some people are unmuting. Great question, Steve. Christopher.
Hi, Lee. Nice to meet you.
Hi, mate.
So I've seen a couple things pop through before that are similar to this. And they always had a shelf life because it was more like based on a pattern that someone was seeing in the market, whether it was AI seeing it or just a really smart person, I'm not sure. But after some time, that pattern would, you know, enough people would catch on that and they'd follow that pattern that it would actually change the behavior of the market itself, and then that would go away. So I'm just wondering if your system has any kind of way to adapt to how the market's going to change, even from the changes that it makes by dictating so many people, such a huge amount of people investing.
Yep. So one of the things we tested, and that's why we pushed it to 1.3 billion transactions when we were testing it, and why we don't do a single trade with pooled funds. We get the bot to learn. I mean, the whole point behind AI and machine learning language is for it to learn and take away, I guess, the time manual aspect of it and use correctly. It is a tool for us to invest and grow. But one of the key things I think you're after is it needs to have more and more interaction in the markets. So it analyzes enormous amounts of data to pick up the trends. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been able to do those 1,000 trades simultaneously in 4 seconds and make 8 cents off each trade, because it is such a volatile market. I mean, even last night, You know, I sent somebody some stuff through Bitcoin, and within the 5 minutes that I sent it, you know, they lost $8. So, you know,
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. It's picking up those trends. And at the end of the day, if it only does a trade for 4 seconds, which no human can manage, and you make 8 cents, great.
Yeah, it's true. We're going to need a lot of those. Irene, go ahead and unmute. See your hands up, unless you're just waving.
Yes, hi. I wanted to know, first of all, how can you get started without any money? And although I've been listening, I still really don't get the gist of it. How do you make money? I've seen the illustration on the various percentages and levels, but I don't understand still how is the cryptocurrency is making you money. And
Okay.
Mhm.
So if you have a look at our affiliate program, there is an option there where you can go in for zero investment. So you can sign up with zero investment. You will be given a link. So if you know people that have money to invest, you can provide them with your link, get them to sign up. So let's say somebody invests 10,000 US dollars, you will receive 6% as a commission. And then if that person refers somebody else, you will receive 2%. And if that person refers somebody else, you will receive 1%. So for every level 1 person direct referral, you will receive a 6% commission. And then it will cascade. So at some point in time, you may not even know who a lot of these people are that are being referred, but it will be very clearly shown in the back office on your dashboard exactly what levels, what referrals, who's active, and how much commission you are being paid.
I love it. I love that aspect. I mean, that's a game changer. Just being able to get started for free, share it, make some percentages, and you can withdraw those percentages too, even without having a deposit.
Yep.
Pretty
You can.
cool.
And I've seen people, you know, that have started with nothing. They've built their pool up. They've put in $3,000. And then, you know, in just 2 months, all of a sudden they've got 20, 25K in their balance.
Pretty amazing. So thank you so much for being on here. Everybody get on the corporate Zoom tomorrow, same time, different link, get in the Telegram groups, get it with the person that invited you here to get their link to get an account set up for free. Fund it, whichever way you want to do. Tomorrow night, we'll have some big news. Lee, you going to tell us anything tonight about the news coming tomorrow? Or we got to wait.
Nope. Got to wait.
Okay. So we got to wait. You got to be on there. I'll ask again. You sure you don't want to tell us anything?
Man.
Sure you don't want to tell us anything right now? Should we wait till tomorrow?
Nope.
Okay.
Please, one hint.
Okay. So thank you guys for being on. I do these every night besides when there's a corporate call. I'm not going to do one tomorrow night. We're just going to get on that corporate call, come together as a community, talk about this, understand the what's going to happen, what's going to get thrown out there for us, and then we'll come back on Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. Same link that you used to join tonight will be the same link for then. So thank you, Lee, so much for coming on. I appreciate you.
One thing I will say, if you're all on the call, we do a giveaway at the end after the Q&A. So we will select randomly 5 people to receive $500 US direct into their balance.
Ooh. So make sure tomorrow, if you're getting on, if you hear them, put your name on the down here and you're on your name, like where it says Christopher Page there or Steve Johnson, or, you know, put your name so they know who to call out. And then we'll work with getting you in touch with the admins to get that into your account. So not only you can start for free, but you could get paid just for being on a Zoom. So obviously invite people because you never know who you can help get started. They make 500, you get a 6% fast start. Pretty cool. So thank you for being on, Lee. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Get back to the person that invited you here, and have a great night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the corporate call. See ya.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. See
No
ya.
problem. See ya.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.